That was Be Well Medical, and I told them large diapers and large crotch pads.
Okay.
And we thank you, Medicaid, for those. Now, where were we on Happy Happenings?
We were on Amy brought roasted potato wedges.
Oh, great. Yes, keep going.
And Sandy's brought macaroni and cheese from Stewart's. Amy emailed yesterday.
Yes.
No word from Torrington.
Yes.
Okay. Expenses. Amy, Glenn, and Wayne.
Yep.
Read Consumer Direct website.
Yep.
Veg News.
And Consumer Direct, remember, Constance Lehman, when she was 17 years old, injured her spine. And she couldn't find anybody that would help disabled people. So that's when she started Consumer Direct there.
Okay.
To help disabled people. And that's the company that does help us. Do you know that Amy has accumulated 70 unpaid hours? In other words, Amy could be off 70 hours and not have to work but get paid for it.
Wow.
Plus, she's accumulated something like 2 weeks of vacation,
wow.
Paid vacation. Consumer Direct, they are come to us through an essential insurance, which comes to us through Medicaid.
Wow. Okay.
What's the next happy
The
happening?
next one is Veg News.
Yep.
Telephone in calls.
Yep.
Okay. Contact Better See.
Yes.
Okay. Think folder.
Yes.
No compost pail.
Yes.
Fed the birds out the window.
Yes. And we feed them little tiny peanut butter sandwiches this big. And with very good bread, like.
Yes.
I think the, what's it called? Full grain, half grain?
Multi-grain, yes.
$2.57 a loaf. So
wow.
they get the benefit of the peanut butter and plus all the whole grain. Who? Well, the blue jays, the bluebirds, woodpecker, and the little nuthatches, right?
Yes.
And the squirrels?
That's right, the squirrel, and we even have a dove.
Oh, a dove! Thank
yes.
you for remembering.
Yep. Also, okay. Rubbish, recycling, and U.S. mail.
Good.
The night table.
Yeah.
Manual.
2 glasses of water every night on the night table, folks. Remember, please, to drink 8 glasses of water a day, please, to wash out your alimentary canal and your urinary system and all those precious organs that are in the abdomen, you know, the spleen, the liver, the pancreas. Just wash out those germs and don't you dare get those germs. Right?
That's right.
Okay,
absolutely.
Karen.
Okay.
Aaron.
Manual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, reorder Walmart.
Yeah.
And 6 p.m. foundation.
Let me say to you again that I think Walmart Plus is a grand institution. I recommend it. Look it up and see if you don't want to be part of it. It's only $49 a year, right, Aaron?
Right, that's right.
And tell them what you just received.
I just received a pair of socks. They are fuzzy, they are warm, and they are knee socks for 63 cents.
Oh, they are so warm and so soft.
Yes, they are.
And you're going to procure, Glennie, 2-3 pairs of those?
That's right. Absolutely.
Is that the end of Happy Happenings for January 3rd?
That's right.
It is?
It is.
Well, you've done a great job for us. Would you tell us January 4th?
Yes, January 4th, Saturday, 2025. No ambulatory. We have birdseed. Sweep. You had chop suey. You did your peanut butter sandwiches. The advertiser.
We have an article every week in our local hometown newspaper. It's put out by the Albany Times-Union, which is a Hearst newspaper. And we talk about veganism. And we tell jokes, of course.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
And here's a joke, Aaron. One woman is talking to another, and she said, "Did your dad die a natural death?" And the other woman says, "No, he had a doctor."
Oh my goodness. Absolutely. That's a good one.
And did you know about the little girl who says, "Mommy, is it true that we come from dust and return to dust?" And Mommy said, "Yes." And the little girl says, "Well, I just looked under the couch and somebody's coming or going."
That's so funny. I like that one. That's a good one. Okay. Now we have happy happenings. It says electronics bench 16 to 20. Soul to soul. Yellow costume with your gloves. Set up the camera. Beautify the set. 8 minutes of happy happenings. Pittsfield show. Okay. Walmart delivery. Okay, go ahead.
This is for January 4th, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Stephanie is a
Yes.
superb worker. She's the computer smarty.
That's great. Okay. 8 minutes of jokes.
Yep.
And then it says, the wolf shall lie down with the lamb. Happy happenings from December 28th to January 1st. It did not listen to the program. And then December, done on the 14th. Okay. April, is nice to have her here.
Yes.
Yeah. It's nice to see her.
She's gone skiing again. And I told her about the man who bought a pair of skis, and it came with a very helpful pamphlet how to turn them into splints.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And she enjoyed that and passed it around all over her friends.
Oh.
She's skiing today in Montreal.
Oh, boy. Okay. Finances sent to the trust.
I told her she likes to ski because she likes to let things slide. Go ahead, hon.
Finances sent to the trust.
Yep.
Tracy and Stephanie met.
Yep.
Could you?
Folks, that was Sue Roberts, and she was a elementary school teacher in the Albany School District for 33 years. And she just retired, and she's moved from Albany, New York, to Newburyport, Massachusetts. Do you know where that is, folks? It's on Route 1, north of Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, you leave Boston going toward Portland, Maine on the good old-fashioned Route 1, federal route. And she reads to me every Monday at noon.
That's beautiful.
And she just now adjourned it until 7 o'clock, folks. She reads to me from Wikipedia and from here, there, and everywhere. And it's through community caregivers, a group of people, Aaron, who all do nothing but volunteer work.
Right.
Take people grocery shopping, take people to the doctor. They just want to be a volunteer and help.
That's great.
Community caregivers.
Yeah.
I would like to volunteer for them. In fact, I did. Not that I can do much, but I might be able to do telephoning for them.
Yes.
Would you be interested in volunteering, do you think?
I could help you with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I could do that with you.
How about the rest of you folks watching the YouTube right now? I bet you would enjoy volunteering. Okay, where were we on Happy Happenings?
Okay. Where did we go from here? Glendora's signature, Stephanie signed.
Yep.
Signature. Moving on folder.
Yep.
It's noon.
April showed Tracy.
Thank you, Google, for telling us it's noon.
And Tracy left around 1.
Aaron, we should tell the people that we're adding Stephanie to the bank account.
Oh, yes.
April is already there, so that when Glennie goes to heaven, April and Stephanie will be able to sail the ship and take
Absolutely.
care of the Glendora Franklin Museum and
Aw,
keep it in perpetuity, right?
that's beautiful. Absolutely. And, okay, April.
And I want to thank Tracy, the banker, who took time, personal time, to come here
Yeah,
and get the signature cards. Tracy was so kind to do that.
that is very nice. Absolutely. There are still good people out there. Absolutely. Just like you, Glennie. Okay. April brought mac and cheese.
Yep,
Okay. You had a nice visit, the four of you.
yep,
All right. And then April left at 1:40.
yep.
And Nala enjoyed the food. Stephanie showed Glennie the groceries.
Now, Mama doesn't bark at you anymore when you come, does she?
No.
Now, how is that how a dog memorizes people?
They know the scent, and I can't explain it, but I think it's really neat.
It's a marvel.
It is. I agree.
Okay, keep going, hon.
Okay. Stephanie showed you the groceries and then put them away. She washed dishes and she put the bird seed out and she clocked out at 1:55 and happy happenings at 2:05.
Isn't this a busy ship, folks?
It is.
It goes from port to port, you know. It goes from TV station to TV station and electronic to electronic, and it's a very busy ship.
I agree. Okay.
Is that the end of?
No, not yet. Pat's good job with the clean clothes. She did email, ordered Twitter Premium, put the new bird feeder up.
Oh, the new bird feeder.
Yes,
I think it fell down.
it did. I have to fix it today.
Thank you, Aaron.
Okay.
It was $23.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now, took Nala for a walk, and then it says Pat's got customer in the bird feeder. Or
Was there snow that day? Saturday?
there was a little bit of snow. Yes. Yeah. And then you're adding Craigslist, add in the advertiser. She did the article. Pat about paving the driveway. And then discuss veg news January 4th. The best dairy-free milk options for a high-protein diet. And I believe that is it for January 4th.
Oh, good. How many minutes into the program
We
are
are-
we there?
18.
18.
Yes.
Folks, this is a Chat with Glendora program number 14,423.
Wow. Okay.
Do you have happy happenings for January 5th?
I do.
You do?
Yes. Okay, January 5th, Sunday, 2025. Happy
That was yesterday,
happenings.
folks. Uh-huh.
Christian and Buddha agree that one should not die. Or should not lie, excuse me. Okay.
Okay.
American Buddhist.
I've told you again and again, folks, that I don't see any difference between the teachings of Buddhists and the teachings of Christianity as far as ethics and morality. I just think they're hand in hand, and I love it.
Okay. And then Lisa McGee's fudge turned out to be a delicious dip. Then it says new employment ads.
Remember that we made that fudge, right?
Yes.
And it was that Hawaiian nut fudge and white chocolate, and it was vegan. And it's very, very tasty. But folks, it is gooey. You cannot roll it in a ball. You cannot cut it. So listen, I'm going to stick to my resolve that whenever I make anything, I'm not going to name it until after it's like if I make a pie, it turns out like a pudding. So here's what we decided to do, Aaron. Turn it into a spread
Okay.
and put it on graham crackers.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's going to be great. Okay, onward, dear.
Okay. New employment ads.
Yep,
Pie for the wig.
yep,
Okay. 2 help wanted ads.
yep,
Twinner Analytics.
yep,
Fed Jasper the cat.
yep.
Glennie. On to with Christmas tree.
Yeah.
On TV with the Christmas tree.
This is January 6th. We will be taking down the Christmas decorations today, hon.
Okay.
The 12 days of Christmas.
Yes.
Something about a turtle dove and a partridge in a pear tree, right?
Yes. Okay, 22 degrees yesterday.
Ooh.
Electronics bench box 25.
Yep.
VHS from
Yep.
2003 to 2007. Consumer Direct.
We go through the inventory of the ship every month, folks, and they can electronics bench is the first step, and there's 35 boxes to go through.
Yes. Okay.
Is that it, dear?
No. Aaron's fluffy socks, which we spoke about. They are very comfortable. Desiree. Don Goring. And Doug Carlisle.
Yes.
And Dunham. And
I want
Gary
to tell
Black.
you about Doug Carlin. My husband, Franklin Buell, was in World War II. In fact, he was into the Army just before Pearl Harbor in 1941. And he was stationed in Fort Devens, and he was in the Adjutant General's office. And he was stationed in Governor's Island, and then they sent him overseas in the Queen Elizabeth for D-Day. And he stayed in England for a couple of months, and then came D-Day.
Wow.
And they advanced through Paris and through France, and he was stationed in Belgium. And one day he saw the Yanks coming north, and instead of going to Berlin, they were headed toward Paris. They were being routed by the Nazis. It was the last hurrah of the Nazis. Well, with a sky full of B-17s dropping bombs, the Nazis didn't have a chance. That was our last hurrah. And he said you would never have believed when they started it in D-Day, June the 6th of 1944, that the war would be over in a year. And it was.
Wow.
Victory in Europe Day was sometime in May.
Wow.
It was less than a year. Anyway,
Okay.
that was Doug Carlisle, Uncle John, who was a colonel. He took a shine to Franklin, who was, and sort of patronized him, paternalized him. And they exchanged letters. And Doug Carlisle found those letters from his uncle to my husband, Franklin, and was kind enough to call me up and tell me about them. Doug Carlisle in North Carolina. Thank you, Doug.
Okay. We have about 4 minutes left. Okay. Chuck Treat?
Is that the end of January 5th?
No. Chuck Treat.
Okay.
Done the Think Folder operations.
Yep.
Answered 5 Christmas cards.
Yep.
Had some pizza.
Yep.
The night table. And foundation at 6:30.
Thank you, dear Amy, for doing all that on January 5th. And thank you, dear Aaron.
You're very welcome.
You earned your socks, honey.
I did. You're right. And they're so comfortable.
All right, let us say grace and peace, folks.
Okay.
And we're at how many minutes?
20, 25. Okay.
The theme of our program at Chat with Glendora, everybody, is when all is said and done, the only thing that really mattered is how did you treat others.
Amen.
Remember also, folks, that others includes animals. Stop and think how you treated animals, please. And here's a Bible passage for you. Do not conform to the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, and that all things work for good for those who love the Lord and know the Lord's purpose. And rejoice always, and pray without ceasing, and give thanks for every good thing. And seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all else will follow. Folks, if you put others first, the kingdom of heaven is your happiness. And if you put others first, you will have happiness. And if you seek that first, everything else you ever wanted will come. Most of us get that upside down. We say, well, I'll do everything that I want first, and then I'll go out and help others. It doesn't work that way. It's the other way around. First, you serve others, and then you will be served. You won't have a thing to worry about.
Okay.
And let's see. Matthew chapter 7, verse 11, Sermon on the Mount, the famous one. What is it? Serve others, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Yes.
The golden rule. Do unto others that you would have them do unto you.
Okay.
Well, listen, folks. Grace and peace unto you and all of those you love. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and may the Lord's light shine upon you, and may the God of peace sanctify all of us completely through and through. Amen.
Amen.